Hey, hello and welcome to today's GFG problem of the day. Hope you're doing well. So let's see today's problem: deletion in reverse in circular linked list. So what the problem is saying is we'll be given a circular linked list, okay, and we want to delete the given node whose value matches the given key in the input, and okay, and also we want to reverse the circular linked list. Okay, so let's quickly see an example. Okay, so 2, 5, 7, 8, and then 10, right? And then the last node of the linked list will be pointing to the head node again. Okay. So we'll see case by case basis. Okay. So first, let's also will be given a key. Okay, key. For example, let's say in the first scenario, it is given as key equal to 2. So in this case, the head itself, the head value itself is matching to the key. So in this case, we want to delete the head. Okay, we want to delete the head. Okay. So and also post that we want to return the new head. So which will be 5 basically in this case. Okay, which will be 5. So let's see how we can solve the problem, right? So along with this, we'll also code so that you will understand better. Okay, before going to the code, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. So what we are saying is, for example, if head.data, if it matches to the key, right? In that case, in this case, what we're going to do? So what we are going to do is, let's write it. So we'll take a current pointer, right? Which will initialize with the head. Now, what we are saying is, we will go to this particular node. We'll go till this particular node. Okay, the last node of the linked list. Okay, so how we can make sure? So current.next, for example, current.next is not equal to head, is not equal to head. So we'll start with this. We'll start. For example, this 2 is still there, right? We'll start with the current node. Current will point into this 2 node, right? And we'll go on. We'll go on till the node wherein whose next it points to the head. So here, for example, current. Okay, current dot next. If it points to the head, so we'll break from there. We'll break there. Okay. So current equal to current dot next will go. Okay. Once we have reached till this particular node, so what we're going to do is we will we will bypass this particular node. So how we'll bypass this particular node? What we'll say is current dot next equal to head dot next. Okay, so with this statement, what we are saying is, see, what is head? Head is still here, which is 2. Head is still here. So what we are doing is, what we are saying is, current dot next. Current is here, right? Current dot next equal to head dot next. Head is what? Head is this, and head dot next is what? 5. So we are saying current dot next current dot next equal to head dot next. So in this way, we are bypassing this particular the head node. Okay, and then what we are going to do? Simply return current dot next, which is the new head, What is current dot next? Current dot next is 5. Okay, so we want to return the new head basically. Okay, so we have covered the first scenario. Now let's cover the second scenario, wherein the node to be deleted can be any other node apart from head. For example, let's again take this example: 2, 5, 7, 8, and 10, right? And again, this is pointing to this. Okay, now, for example, let's say we want to delete any other node. For example, this particular node. Okay, for example, this particular node. So what we'll do is we will come till this particular node. Okay, we'll come till this particular node. Once we have reached this node, we'll bypass 8 basically. We'll bypass 8. So how we'll do that? Let's see. Okay, so we'll again take a pointer cur, right? We'll again take a pointer cur, and we will run a do while loop. Okay, wherein cur is not, this will run till current is not equal to head, right? And what we'll check here is we'll keep on going. We'll keep on moving a current pointer. Okay, until current dot next dot data is not equal to, for example, or if it is equal to the key. Okay, if it is equal to current dot next dot data, if it is equal to the key. For example, if current is here, right? Current is here, and what we are saying is current dot next dot data, which is this particular node, if it is equal to the key, then simply bypass this particular node. How we'll make sure how to bypass that? So current dot next equal to current dot next dot next dot next, right? So what we are saying is current dot next, which is this. Current dot next is what? This particular node, right? So current dot next dot and current dot next is this. So current.next is pointing to current.next. So in this way, we'll bypass this particular node. And once we've done this, we'll simply break, right? We'll simply break. And once we have, right, we have come out of this do while loop, then simply we are going to return head. Head is not changed, right? Because head will be unchanged. We are deleting the some middle node. Okay, some middle node we are deleting. Okay. So in this case, we in this way we have handled two scenarios. There's one more scenario. For example, if the linked list itself is empty, or if there's only one node in the linked list. Okay, if there's only one node in the linked list, for example, how we'll make sure head.next equal to head and head dot data equal to key. Okay, if there was only one node and the key matches to that particular head, then in that case simply return null, because you want to delete. For example, in this case, right, if there's only one node whose data is matching to the key, we want to delete that particular node, so we'll simply return null. Okay, so in this way we have implemented this function. Okay, now what we'll do, let's see the reverse function now. Okay, let's see the reverse, how we are going to implement the reverse now. Let's say we have this particular linked list, right? Okay, now we are going to take two pointers. First will be, as you know, this will be head, right? Which will be given, right? So we'll take two pointers now. We'll take a current pointer, which will point to the head, right? And we'll have a previous pointer, which will first point to null. Okay, so along with this, also let's code. For example, let's take two pointers, current equal to head and node previous, which will point to null, right? Now again, we'll run a do while loop. Okay, we'll run till current is not equal to head, right? Current is not equal to head. So what we are going to do is, first of all, the very first step would be, we'll take another pointer next, right? Which will assign this pointer, will assign current.next to this particular pointer. Okay, so let's also write. So node next equal to current.next. Okay, current.next. So next is now pointing here, right? Next is now pointing here. Second step will be current.next will point to previous. For example, so what is current? Current is 1. Current.next, we are saying, will point to the previous, right? Will point to the previous. So let's also write current.next will point to previous. Okay. Next step would be to update previous. To update previous to this particular node. Okay. To update previous to this particular node. So previous equal to current. And then now we want to move ahead, right? We'll move ahead now. So whatever's next, right, will assign to the current. Current equal to next. Okay. So in this way, what we are doing is, now previous is pointing to this particular node. Current is now pointing to this particular node, right? And then again we'll go to the while loop. We'll say current dot, again first step again would be to take next. Basically current.next will point to next here, right? And then the second step would be current.next will point to previous. So in this way, to next will point to previous. Third step would be to update the previous pointer, right? To update the previous pointer. Fourth step would be again to assign next to the current, right? Okay, again what will be, so we'll check here, if this particular current, is it pointing to head? No, it is not pointing. So again we'll perform the next series of steps. So we'll take the next pointer again here. Next will point here. The second step would be current.next will point to the previous. So here 3 will point to the previous. 3.next will point to the previous. Third step would be to update the previous pointer, right? To update the previous pointer. Okay. Fourth step would again be to assign next to the current, right? To assign next to the current, right? Now we'll again check here. If current is pointing to the head, no, it is not pointing. So again, what we're going to do? Next, we'll assign current.next to current.next to the next pointer, right? And then what we'll say, current.next. Current is pointing to this particular node, right? So current.next to previous, right? Third step would be to update the previous pointer, right? Previous pointer. Okay. And fourth step again would be to assign next to the current. Okay. Current is again pointing here, but here we'll break since current is now equal to head. Current is now equal to head. So we have our linked list reversed, wherein this is the current state. So so head was 1. So it will still be 1 now, right? and previous is pointing to this particular node. Now previous will be, this particular node will be the new head. So in this case, once we break out, right, what we are going to do is head dot next equal to previous, we are going to say. Okay. So once we break out from this loop, right? So head dot next equal to previous, we'll say. Okay. And we'll return the new head, which will be previous, right? So previous is pointing to the new head. So we'll return the new head previous. Oh, in this case, okay. So here we are done. Okay. I hope you have got the solution. Let's quickly compile this. Okay. I think we want to handle one more scenario. And this scenario will be, for example, if head itself is again null, right? Which is an empty string, or head dot next. Head dot next if there's only one node in the linked list. If such is the case, simply return head, right? Because if there's only one element, you cannot reverse, right? It will be the same. So let's compile again. I hope you have got the solution. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video. Okay, let's submit it. So yeah, the test cases are being processed. Yes, they are processed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video. Let's quickly see the C++ code as well. So here is a C++ code. First of all, let's check the two conditions first. For example, if the head.data, if it itself matches a key, then that case, I've already explained this, right? So we'll have asterisk and arrows here in case of C++, right? I've already explained this. I think I'll attach the code in the comment section. I think you'll understand. You can go through the code, right? But we have done the walkthrough in the Java, which will, I think you'll understand the intuition over there. I'll attach this code in the comment section. Okay. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video. Have a happy, healthy, and a great day. Thank you so much.